I'm so happy to have you here and welcome on board.
Thank
So
you.
happy to take your interview as an individual because I know your journey from the
Yes.
start, from how you were struggling with a lot of things and for who you are today.
Yes.
So tremendous, so incredible.
Yes.
So, can you just introduce yourself? Where are you? What do you do? What's your name?
Yes. So I
And
am Namrata Manya Lagicha. I am from Mumbai and I am a clinical nutritionist and a registered dietitian by profession. And of course, like any other young person or, whatever, like any other person, I've had my shares of, like emotional ups and downs and all of those things happening. And majorly, I've always dealt with low self esteem. Since my school days, college days, all of them were like that. And of course, that, very much impacted my personal life, things at home, also my work front, my business, because I was never confident enough to put myself out there as I am. I always doubted that, oh, people will feel that she doesn't know that much or she's not that good at her field. And, these things were always there. But then now, like, after working with you, I think I've realized that, you have to like just be vocal about what you know and not care about how people are judging you, because somebody or the other is always going to sit there and judge you. But always focus on the people who are actually going to benefit out of what you're saying rather than people who are going to judge you for what you're saying. And even if it impacts like one person, it's okay, the job is done. Even if it's one person who's getting impacted by what you're doing, your job is done, and then that has a snowball effect of how it keeps growing and multiplying. My money traumas were tremendous. I would think, like, even before spending 10 rupees on myself, that, oh no, I shouldn't be buying this, I should save this, maybe for the future, maybe for a special day. But now I think my dialogue with money has changed. And that technique that you had trained, that every time you spend money, you always bless the money and you always be confident that it's going to come back, at least double the amount of time it's going to come back. And whenever I do that, it always works. It has
oh wow.
always worked for me, that whenever I'm paying someone something, I bless the money, I bless the person, and I always am like, I'm also going to receive 2x and this person is also going to receive more money, and it always keeps growing, it always keeps multiplying. Yes.
Yeah.
So, like emotionally also, I think I've become a little more resilient towards certain things, that I think I've understood the concept of boundaries. Like, it was always on books before this, that you should set boundaries. And I also used to think that yes, boundaries are important, but I was never able to set boundaries for myself, whether it is within me or with other people. And now, slowly and gradually, I'm understanding that, where I want to exchange my energy and where I want to be like, okay, this is just a superficial conversation and that's it. I'm not giving in too much into certain things. I'm not creating huge expectations out of certain things. I'm just keeping things as it is, with my own emotions also. And when it comes to other people also, my boundaries are now clear. I always used to think that I have boundaries, but I never really had boundaries. But now I'm like, I know that I have boundaries. So it's more like been an identity breaking process rather than anything else, because I had a certain image about myself that, oh, I'm this person, I can do this, I'm this, I'm that, whatever. Now I'm like breaking that identity, and it is still a process, like that, that finding yourself. I won't say it's complete, I won't say I'm there. It's, and because life gives you situations, and then each tough time becomes a journey for you to break the identity you've created for yourself and create a new one,
Oh,
till
yeah.
the time that is serving you your purpose. I've also realized that, phases in life have like purposes for you to grow, and you just have to take the message and move on. Like, like just do that. Dwell on it as long as you want to, cry about it as long as you want to, but then eventually pick yourself up and keep going. That internal.
So happy to hear this from you that at least coming from you because we had like a lot of challenges during our sessions breaking your identity and creating a new one,
Yes.
and you have already created it. It is making me so happy, and of course it's a work in progress.
Yes.
You are going to keep going on creating the new identities from time to time because you are up leveling, you are doing a lot new things in your life. So you have to break the previous identity and create a new one. That is for sure. But I'm so happy to see that you've actually created a new identity for yourself, and
Yeah.
it is actually helping you in your favor, in your business, in your relationships, and all the things which you have mentioned so far.
Yes. I'm also not, like I'm learning this. I'm not there yet, but I'm learning to detach my value from the work I do or from the money I make, because I've always been that, like
I
it
know.
always depends that how much work I'm doing or how much money I'm making is my identity. And I feel that a lot of that, a lot of times my ego comes into the picture, and we've spoken about this also, that like those things. So personally, I think I've, shed off a lot of things. Like I'm no longer doing things for the sake of it. I'm doing if I want to do it, like really with pure intention. Otherwise, I don't do it. But sometimes in terms of my work, even now, in fact, I realized this 3 days back that even now, I have this thing in me where I'm attaching my value to the kind of work that I'm doing or the money that I'm making. So I realized it, and I immediately started changing my dialogue that no, I don't want to, be that person anymore where I identify myself as the work I do. I need to identify myself as the value system that I have and the lessons that I have in life, and not, with earning so much or with the kind of brand that I have. My brand can have my personal identity, or my brand can be my personal brand, but I cannot become my brand in my life. There are other things also that are equally important.
Maybe put it in a different way. What you wear is your brand,
Hmm.
rather than the other brand you are wearing is identifying which brand you are wearing, and
Yes.
for that person, if it
Yes.
is making you sense.
Yes. Yes. Totally.
Yeah.
Is
Yeah.
how that is. Yeah.
So I'm so happy again. But before we started working together, if we ask about that, and what challenges you were facing in your mindset, in your belief system, in your emotions, your external reality, whatever it.
I think firstly, I was very rigid. I was
Yeah.
very like, if things have to be like that, they have to be like that. And if I want like a certain project or, even something in my personal life to be a certain way, it has to be a certain way. And if it wasn't that way, it would make me feel very insecure and, very low about myself, that things are not working in my favor. Of course, the money blockages that I had, that, like I want to earn a certain amount, but I'm not able to get there, of course, because of the rigidity that I held. Because I literally used to calculate that, okay, to earn so much I need to work with so many people, so I need to take so many calls. I know that logistically speaking, somewhere those things work for some people, but it doesn't really work for everyone. Like it's important to have a certain sense of goal, but you cannot be too rigid about the process of getting to that goal. And I think now I have learned to become a little more fluid with that process, in that sense that I'm not like sticking too hard, or I'm not holding too hard onto certain things or certain experiences. Also, I just let go sometimes. Like, for me, like Monday to Friday was work, and then Saturday half day work, Sunday holiday. Now sometimes, Wednesday evening, if I feel like watching a show, I'll take a break, I'll watch a show, and then I'll come back and sit to work. So I've become a little more fluid with the process, which has helped me open up even with my content, because I always was very fearful, because I don't have a conventional dietary practice where I can put that, okay, eat these 5 foods to lose weight, and that kind of content does not really work. And to dwell into the mindset of food and body, this has helped me open that arena a little more into understanding that aspect better, and therefore helping my clients better. Because so far, if I was rigid, invariably I was making my clients also rigid, and I was also attracting those kind of people to work with me to have that rigid mindset. But now I've become a little more fluid, so I'm seeing that, even with my consultations, my counseling, even with my clients, they are also able to see that, okay, food, health, mind, body, everything can actually be flexible, and you don't need to be very rigid. So I think that's one very important takeaway that I had, that I let go of holding too hard or holding on to rigidity in life and being more fluid. And also the other thing is that, like I said, like that whole identity that I had for myself, and
Can you explain a bit about what identity you had in the past?
So I had this, to put it in a very simple term, I had a very good girl identity for myself. Like I think we've spoken about this also. I don't remember in Mindverse or in one of our sessions, or we
One of
spoke
our sessions, like one on one.
good girl, the good girl syndrome, that okay, if I'm doing this, so I'm a good girl. If I'm doing, if I'm helping around, I'm a good girl. If I'm, eating this, I'm a good girl. If I'm behaving in a certain way with people around me, I'm a good girl. But now I've like just learned to like come out of that whole good girl syndrome, that it's okay to do certain things your way, and if people are not accepting that, you can always have a conversation. But if it still does not work, then you have to understand. That's what I said, like setting boundaries. So having more open conversations also has increased. I wasn't very expressive about my emotions, and that, of course, led to a lot of initial bit turmoil in my relationship also. But then now I think slowly, and I can see my partner also being a little more open and more vocal now, because that kind of space is created. So a little more expression of emotions has come into the picture. And that has come only because now I'm able to identify my emotion. Like earlier, I wasn't able to identify what I am experiencing. So how would I, deliver it to somebody else that this is what I'm experiencing? But now I'm able to see that. So that identity of, the whole good girl, and now coming into that, do your task with pure intention, do what you want to do with pure intention in your heart, and don't worry about whether you categorize yourself as a good girl or a bad girl as per the society standards. We don't need to follow those standards, and we can actually break them. And because see, if one day if I'm not doing something, that does not make me a bad person.
Yeah.
It's intention and the purity of the heart that matters. So that is so this whole rigidity, the whole good girl concept, these are like my identities, that I'm an organized person, I do things very well, I'm on time, I'm on this, all of those things. But then I've understood that your identity also fluctuates as per your situations, and it's okay to do that. Just don't be too harsh on yourself. I think I was even that, I was too harsh on myself because I was very rigid. If I were to do like 3 tasks in a day, and if I did two, I wouldn't be happy that I've done too nicely. I would always sulk that I haven't done this third task, and I'm not doing my work properly, and I'm not committed to it. I'm not passionate to it. So this was also one thing that, like I would come to conclusions very fast, that, एक incident ऐसा हो गया तो अब ये ऐसे ही है, for others also, and even for myself.
Because it was happening because you were also labeling yourself at first, so that you were jumping into labeling that particular situation or that people very fast. Because
Yes.
that's how your mind was working for it.
Yes, absolutely.
I also remember you told me in one of our sessions that because you were working on yourself and you applied the same tools on your clients and how they expanded their energy.
Yes.
As I always say,
Yes.
whenever you do it, so equally important for you to work on your energy, your mind and body, so that you can help your clients beat mind and body. Because anyway, mind and body,
Yes.
it's a together team. Like mind and body works as a team, not as an individual. So I
Absolutely.
always say, even to my clients, that you have to take care of your body. And I also recommended some clients. That is the reason. Because I always say, you cannot work in one place and expect the good result. You have
Absolutely.
to work on your mind and on your body simultaneously so that you can get great results in your life.
Yes. And of course, that has helped me to eat better also, even
Oh, wow.
personally. So, like I always used to feel that, sometimes I don't remember, I think I had mentioned this to you, that sometimes I wouldn't take the initiative to, like eat certain things, or just get up and, if I'm hungry, just get up and eat, or, these sort of things, these sort of habits I had developed over a period of time after change in external environments. But then, like soon after, soon after the sessions got over, a lot of things happened. And, like I think that just brought me down to one of my worst levels for months together. But then I understood that this is the breaking process. If I break, I will not be able to stand up and create myself again. And so I had taken like a sabbatical from work also. I gave myself the liberty that it's okay if I'm not in the energy to give. It's okay if I want to just provide for myself as of now. I took that sabbatical, I got back. And when I got back, I realized that now I'm able to take care of myself better. I'm doing things for myself. I'm
Yeah.
working out better. I am eating better. I am also able to, like understand certain things that I wasn't doing earlier in terms of my food, because I always thought that I'm eating right. But then, when I actually stopped eating right, when I took that sabbatical, that just let go, even if I'm like just sitting on my bed all day long, it's fine. I wasn't in the position to like get up, make a snack, eat. I wasn't doing all of these things. And when I started doing that, I realized that, okay, now I'm taking better care of myself in terms of my overall well-being, not just like food or exercise or mind, like not one thing, but all three things together, which has been amazing.
Yeah, yeah. Because I remember we had a lot of conversations on these things, that how mind and body is going to have a direct relationship. And if your own energy is going to be so drained in that way, where you are not feeling happy about your mindset, then of course it is also going to impact your own clients. And that is the reason where you were also feeling stuck when it comes to not getting enough clients, because you are very rigid with the fact that, okay, if I'm going to get these number of clients, only then it is going to work out. But
Yeah,
ideally, sooner or later, everyone realizes at one point of their life that इतना logical होकर कभी भी किसी को success मिली नहीं.
exactly.
They have to be flexible. They have to be fluid, and that's only when where the magic happens. Actually,
Absolutely, absolutely. And I'm liking like that, I've been a little more lighter in
yeah,
terms of my mindset, that, like certain things. I think I was also, this also we had spoken, that I was very like, I wanted results, like I wanted evidence very fast, that if I've done this, so and now I want to see a change. But now I've become a little more that, do the work and things will happen. Like you don't know how,
you have learned
when.
how to surrender and how to have faith in yourself and the universe for things to work out in their favor according to the right timings for you.
Yes, absolutely.
So happy, so happy. So what made you feel like probably I was the right person, or what drove you to start working with me?
I don't know. I think, when you sync with people, you just have like an instant connection. Like it just comes from within that. I think I had spoken to like two people, or I think one person before you. I don't remember back then, but I think one or two people. And then we had spoken, and then at that time we did not work together. Then I enrolled for Mindverse, and then I enrolled for the one-on-one sessions. So I think that whole, but the gap also that we had in between our clarity call to Mindverse, I think we were always in touch, somewhere or the other via DMs. We used to talk, and, sometimes I used to ask questions. And I think it was just that, I just thought that you get me. Like, what it is that I'm going through and what kind of support I need at that time. And I just thought that, okay, you will be able to understand what is it that, I really need at this point in time. And you will be able to be that support system that I needed at that point in time. And even now, when I feel like, a little low or something like that, I may not drop you a message every time, but always at the back of my mind that, okay, if this is happening, and if I were to speak to Manvi, then what would she tell me? That sort of a thing. Or sometimes I just go back to, the notes that we had made and all of those things that we had done during our sessions, and stuff like that. So it always comes. I think it's that instant energy connection that I created with you. And
Anything which you can think of specifically about one thing, maybe which was like, no, this is the right person for me. Since you told me that you also had a conversation with one another person, and that is all right. Everyone do that. So what made you instantly tell this, ki, okay, this is the right person for me?
because you understood what I was trying to convey without, at that time, I wasn't even very clear in my words. I used to like, I remember our conversations used to be so scattered, like, my mind was so cluttered. I used to talk about one thing and jump onto the other, and, all of those things used to happen so often. And even during a clarity call, I was just like, I think I was more like dumping onto things that, like, this. I was so like, oh, my energy was all scattered. And then the minute you spoke, I was like, oh, even without me being so clear, you just understood what exactly is happening, like, and that gave me clarity to understand what exactly am I trying to speak. Because I was like just yapping at that time. Like I wasn't really like speaking in a, like a direct way that these are my points of concerns, 1, 2, 3. No, I was just like yapping, and I was like, this is, And the minute you like just boiled it down to like one or two things, I was like, okay, you get it. Like you understood that what I'm trying to say without you getting lost into what I was saying. Because when someone is yapping in front of you, it's very easy for you to like lose track कि अरे बोलना क्या है मतलब what are you even trying to convey. But when you just concluded that, summarized what I was trying to say, and you understood what I'm trying to say, I think that's when I felt that, okay, this person gets what I'm speaking. This person knows me. Even though this is our first conversation, I felt like, you know me since years and you've seen me growing up. And, it was that sort of an instant connection. And that is what made me feel that, okay, I want to like take up this, like even the whole Mindverse that we did together, that whole community support was also so beautiful. I still remember everyone who was a part of Mindverse, and that's so beautiful. And then even during our one-on-one sessions, every time we spoke, there was a safe space that was there. And I knew that if I'm, just even if I'm speaking my darkest kept secrets or my darkest emotions with you, you are not going to judge me or think that, oh, she's such a bad person, or like this or all of that. You will just help me like break that emotion down into understanding what is it and guide me accordingly as per what is needed at that point in time. So I think that is what made me feel that yes, this is my safe space and this is my go-to person. I can be myself over here.
In short, if I would say, you felt very safe with me and that made you sign up with me.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you so much for saying so, because creating safety is a big thing for us also as a therapist, to create that for our client. And you felt that even on the clarity call, that was like, it's enough to say that why you are here and what all work you have done. Because if you will not feel safe, it will be very, very difficult for
Yes.
me also to take it forward and to help you that way. Because at the end of the day, if you are feeling safe with me, only then you can create safety within you, because I can help you with creating that safety then only. Because if you will not be vocal about certain things with me, how I would be able to understand and help you to reach there where you probably want.
True.
Thank you so much. So, throughout our work together, what shifts did you experience in your belief system, in your emotions, or maybe the way you take actions?
I think one is that definitely, like I said, I've become more flexible. Even during the sessions, I realized that I've become more flexible. Number two is that I've learned to surrender to a lot of things that, sometimes I still sometimes get anxious that, Are, ye kaise hoga, wo kaise hoga? And I'm like, it's okay, just do the work and then we'll see, we'll figure it out. I've become more that kind of a person. And I think thirdly, I've understood that, I don't need to break mountains to deserve happiness or to deserve the kind of life in general, whether it's quality of life in terms of feeling emotionally safe or materialistically in terms of having a certain income or the way I want to live, all of those things. I deserve it and I can get it if I want it, and I just need to think in that lines. I don't need to feel that I have to struggle, I have to give up on this thing, I have to, compromise on certain things. No, yes, it's important to be logically practical about certain things, but that does not mean that I need to cut down on a lot of things to get something. So I think these three shifts have been massive. I've given myself, that sort of a mindset now where I feel like I am worth it and I deserve it. And that's it. I don't need to like, struggle or prove myself. Just let things be, do the job, and let things go by. And this is true for not just for money, but even for love and abundance and the kind of relations I have interpersonally, all of those things put together, not just money. But because sometimes we feel that, I have to do something in order to get love, or I need to do a favor to someone so that someone stands for me. But I've stopped believing in those kinds of things now. I just feel that, just create pure relations and people will stand by you if they have to. So these are like the major shifts.
So can you also think about some tangible changes which you can maybe put some light on?
I think in terms of tangible changes, it's been my work majorly. The number of clients I work with, the number of my income sources have diversified a little more. So obviously, I'm making more money. If I was, like at least I'm making one and a half, two times more money consistently now. So that is great. Other things like, just the lightness that I feel. I don't think that is tangible for anybody else or visible to anybody else. But for me, like, the lightness that I feel about doing certain things, or not doing certain things for that matter, is like beautiful. Like now I make decisions based on what I feel.
Yeah.
Earlier, I used to think a lot about, what other people are thinking about me and then choose certain things. But now I first think about myself. I've realized that I was not selfish. I first think about myself, and then, yes, of course, I take other people and other things into consideration also.
Thank you so much for saying so, because it feels even more empowered for me to listen to, because I know from which space you are coming. Probably I'm not mentioning it here, but I know your journey from day one, who you were, and
Yeah.
now who you are today. So
Yes.
probably let's discuss about this only. Looking at where you are now, how do you feel compared to when you first started?
I've grown a lot, if I have to, like in short say. I think these 2 3 years, 2 years, I think I've grown more than what I've grown in 30 years of my life in terms of
Mhm.
understanding things, understanding people, and just getting to know myself. That growth has been tremendous. I don't think anybody else can understand that other than you and me, that what kind of growth are we talking about. But it's been amazing.
Yeah. So can you just put some light on maybe how you were and how you are today?
Yes. I think I see myself as a grown up person now. I feel that I won't say I'm not emotionally independent, but I have understood that where I want to seek that emotional dependency and from whom, rather than, expecting things from everybody or talking out about myself to everybody. I have, like, created very firm boundaries now in terms of those things as well. I also see myself as a lot more confident about the things that I'm doing. Like, earlier I used to be scared to, speak up. If there are two people in the room, I would just sit quietly, that no, 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 I can't speak, or, why would somebody listen to me? And, these things were there a lot. And now I'm a little more comfortable in, like, even if there are like two people talking, I know that my point still matters. Even if I'm putting the same thing across in a different way, I would still rather want to put my point across than keeping quiet, or then just, just accepting things as they are. Even in terms of, like, social events, not just work related, but even personally, when I step out with my family and things like that, I think I'm more like, more vocal about things, and more, I'm no longer like, okay, okay, okay. If I'm not okay with something, I would rather say that, this is not okay with me. Let's do it in a different way. And understanding where I want to speak and where I want to let it go, I think that's very important, instead of, like, putting up yourself everywhere. So that, I think, I have really grown in that aspect also. And like I
But
said,
I also feel that you have also overcame the fear of being seen and heard, because now you're valuing yourself, now you are seeing yourself even when the world is not seeing you.
yes.
That has created a impacted you a lot in your self-worth and overall life
Yeah,
altogether.
definitely, definitely. So that, and of course, like other things like business being good, money being good, all of those things are there. But I think these internal things also matter a lot. So that is the sort of growth that also I have observed.
Definitely. So moving forward, if someone is feeling stuck, like you were feeling in that phase of your life, and is very hesitant, very resistant to invest in themselves, so what would you tell them?
I think I would say that take a leap of faith, because things will turn around. And I completely get that, because I have been that, like, resistant in
Yeah.
terms of investing in myself, in terms of not just, like money investment, but also emotional investment, because it's sometimes scary to face your own emotions also, and to accept your dark sides, or to just see that part of you that, you've shut in a room for so long, and just to let that part come out. Or even if it's like, money hindrance that is coming your way, that, I don't have the money to invest or things like that, I would say money will show up if you be yourself, and if, you are just, authentic people and places, like where you go, where you reach, you don't know the possibilities of life till the time you don't take that leap of faith in your journey. Firstly, trusting yourself that I can make it happen. But even if you don't trust yourself at that point in time, I do not trust myself that I can make it happen. But if you know that this person is going to hold my hand and take me there, just hold that person's hand and go ahead. And resources are there everywhere. Even if I always say this to my clients, even if you have any reservations in terms of money, that I don't have the money or something, be vocal about it, say it. Because then the person you are working with will give you a solution that, okay, let's do it this way. Like even in your case, I was very vocal that I
Yeah,
don't I cannot invest this or whatever. And you showed me that path, you showed me that way, that you can do it this way. Or how money will show up if you just trust this process. And that's what I said, every time I still give money, I always have that learning
yeah,
mind. So take that leap of faith, because your life can turn around to be very beautiful. So you will always have a choice. You either sit where you are sitting and cry about it, or take that leap of faith and walk that journey. And that just needs you for that 1 second, for that one moment of belief that you want. That 1 second of belief can also be life changing a lot.
correct. I remember when you started working with me, your very first thought was, Manvi, I don't have money. I
Yes.
don't know if I even want to invest, if I will be able to invest or not, and if I will be getting results or not. But you have done it. I mean, I remember during our one-on-one sessions, I was going through our chat some day back, and I realized that the moment you used to pay, you used to get money back.
I always used to message you that I got it, that I did it. And yes, that
Yeah,
always happens.
yeah. So what all you have manifested so far while working with me, Jen?
I think, firstly, I did manifest an international trip with my husband to the very place that I always wanted to. I've been to that place before, and when I had gone there, I always had this sense that I want to come back with him. And we did that, we made it happen. I also manifested a lot in terms of work, like with the kind of clients that I work with today and the kind of clients I've worked with in the past. There's a huge difference. And just attracting the kind of people I want to work with, that has been a very beautiful manifestation. And then there are little things like, sometimes I just keep in my mind that, okay, I want to maybe shop for certain things, and then those things just show up. Either somebody would gift it to me, or I would land up in that place without planning it. Like I just step out and I will see it, I take it, I buy it, and that's it. So, like these little everyday things also, and big major things also, there have been so many manifestations. The kind of work projects that I'm doing now, literally, it happened like that, that a few months ago, I was just sitting and was just thinking about this one project. I was like, I want to do something of that sort again. I've done it in the past. I want to do it again in that work environment. I really enjoyed. And just 2 days later, I get an email for the exact same project that we are starting this. And, we would want to know if you're available for these dates. I was like, wow, this is like, I just thought about it and it happened. And, and that's a good and long, big project that I'm a part of. So it's very interesting. I really like the kind of work that I get to do. So it was all of that. Like these have been like the major things. Even few other small things like some outings and some trips, and like these little things also, they keep happening, and all those
It
things.
is normal for you that you are not even mentioning that it's normal for me to go on trips. It's normal for me to get these projects and these clients.
Certain things have become like, now they've become like a part. They
It's a new normal for you.
Yeah, they don't sound unusual, or like, oh, like this. Like, of course there are a lot of things that still, like this project happened and I was like, oh wow, this happened, and a few other things also. But otherwise, I'm like, okay, if I'm putting my head into something, I know I'm going to get it that way.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's like your belief system is now so strong, and you align yourself with those things which you want in your life, that you end up getting that, manifesting that in some or the other way.
Yes,
So,
absolutely.
so happy for you. Thank you for sharing your journey and for trusting me and the process altogether. Because as I always say, I'm just the source for making you reach there where you want to reach. It's all the redirection from the universe to help you reach there. It's not me. I always say that I'm again the source, just a source to help you reach there. But it's you at the end of the day who took the right actions, who took that leap of faith that one day, which is giving you results even till now. And of
Yeah,
course, it will keep giving you results throughout your life.
absolutely. Undoubtedly.
So happy for you. Any last word for someone who is thinking about working with me?
Just go for it. Just go for it. Don't think too much. Just walk that path and just go for it. Like that's it. That in fact, I encourage so many people, that just take up these things. Even people who work with me, I'm like, take up these things, explore yourself more. Take that chance to understand yourself, because without that, if you don't understand yourself, nothing will fall into place. Because I've seen, like women with hormonal disorders, also the major issue is this lack of communication and this lack of understanding. I see it, and every time, sometimes when I talk to some of my clients, I'm like, oh, this is me, like, this is really I have been. So now I'm able to understand those things better. So anybody who's thinking, like, don't give it any second thoughts, just go for it.
Thank you so much, Namrata, for sharing your journey with me and the world, whosoever is going to watch this video. So I'm so happy for your journey because again, it is a moment of proud for me to see you reach here where you are actually feeling that which you always wanted to live. And you are actually living that life where you are going on trips, where you are making good money, you are attracting right opportunities, you are going for traveling, whatever you wanted. And more than that, you are feeling light in your body, in your mind, in your heart, which is making you feel more expansive about things. And that is the reason why you are opening your chakra, opening your heart to attract more things like this in the upcoming future.
Absolutely. All thanks to you. I know you don't take credit for it, but you're the source, but being the source also is a big thing itself. And I'm just so grateful that, I found you. And I always feel that, Instagram, no matter, social media, it makes you connect with such lovely people so many times. Always grateful to that also, that somehow I landed on your page and somehow I dropped you a message and we got on a call and things just flew from there. I'm
Yeah.
so grateful for that. So grateful to just connect with you. And
Because you are one of those clients जहाँ पर I always in some or the other way I so many times quote your example because you took that leap of faith and just not about taking that leap of faith, you actually worked on yourself. You actually took those uncomfortable actions and those steps for yourself which was required in that phase, which is giving you result even till now. So that is the reason, as I always say, it's not about signing up with me, it's more about working and the willingness to work on yourself, because it is the major thing. The major thing is not signing up with me. The major thing is to work on yourself, to take those leap of faith with yourself, to work, to sit with your emotions and feelings at the end of the day. What is bothering you, what is not serving you in the right way. So yeah,
yes.
thanks so much.